Hey guys, Christ169 here coming to you with another upload. PlayStation games are coming to PC. We have, in a week or two, Horizon Forbidden West coming to PC, as well as Ghost of Toshiba, what his name is, coming to May 16th. And the PlayStation fanboys are losing their minds. Losing their minds in so much of a way that they're going to Twitter and screaming about it. They're going on games like on Steam and ranting about it. They're going on Reddit, they're going on different things and whining about it. I think it's time to have an educational video. And this video is to be educational to explain why Microsoft, Xbox, Sony, PlayStation games are going towards PC. So stay tuned. I'll be back in 1 second. Oh, I'm back, guys. And really, to decipher what's really going on about this, we have to take a stroll down memory lane and realize that console gaming has been around for a very long time, and PC gaming was around for a very short time. But in the last 30 years or so, PC gaming has gotten a lot more uh, well-known variety compared to the console counterpart. Well, now consoles like PS5 are not selling as much as they used to, and there's been reasons for that. And people are realizing that consoles are no longer the viable source of entertainment they once was. Realizing that a PC can do so much more: taxes, play games, editing. You can create a movie. You can create, editing software to do editing. Do gaming, your own stuff. You can do a lot of stuff with a PC you can't do with a console. And why is these games coming to PC, relatively Steam or Valve? Very simple. It's called money. They want money. You have to understand, folks. Sony, Microsoft are not gaming companies. One is a hardware manufacturer turned console manufacturer, Sony. The other one is a PC operating system turned console manufacturer, gaming developer, Microsoft. Both of them own studios. Both of them own a lot of businesses. Both of them have a lot of employees. And both of them have a lot of money that need to be brought in to sustain their lifestyle of making great games. And when Spider-Man 2 sold pretty well, sold 10 million copies, but they still didn't make mark. I guarantee the market was probably 20, 30 million. I guarantee you, and then if you're a fly in the boardwalk of Insomniac Games, and they let people do Insomniac 2, let people off too, Insomniac 2 as well. At the end of if you're a fly on the boardwalk or that boardroom, wall about this game's going to sell 30, 40 million copies, and only sells 10 million copies of Spider-Man 2. Yeah, it's not great. See, expectation is very high for a lot of people. I have it, you have it, we all have it. We all have expectations of our sports teams. We all have expectations of wrestling or UFC. We all have expectations about, meeting that future loved one. We all have expectations about buying that car. We have all expectations about everything until we find the realization that maybe our wallet is not based upon our expectations. But between you and I and the fly in the room on the wall, it's hard to determine what really is the issue. Is it lack of sales? Is it lack of people not really paying attention to it? I think it's a little bit of everything. The gaming crash has started. We're going towards another gaming crash. Buttigieg, or whatever his name was, I can't remember this guy's name. Excuse me, Buttigieg. He's subscribed down below. I subscribed him down below. he talked about this too, as well. I talked about, as RGB285 talked about, is that the gaming crash has happened. Okay, we're looking for another gaming crash again. Studios are being shut down. People are losing their jobs. Now, not in a grand scale of 85. Now, not on the grand scale like 83, where it's all about too many consoles. This is about money. Okay? Money, money, money. It's causing a lot of these closures. And games not being developed. I think it's Hellbound, or what it was, came out. Not too bad. A lot of people like it. A lot of people want it on Xbox. You may get it eventually. But you probably get, I think it's on PC or going to PC. I think it's on PC or going to PC. I don't know if it's on PC or not yet. Look, my subscribers let me know if I'm wrong, because I have to, I appreciate that. That if Hellbound, what his name is, Hellbound, what it's called, is on Hellblazers, or what it's called, is on PC or not. But games coming to Sony to PlayStation to PC, are not a bad thing at all. It's very good, because it means money in the pockets of Sony, but also more job security for Insomniac, Sucker Punch, if that's still around. I don't believe it. I think it is. If they're owned by Microsoft or not, I don't think they are. Or Sony either. I don't think they are. Maybe they are. I don't know. Whatever. But these kind of games are releasing these games on PC, and people are mad because, oh my God, no Horizon Forbidden West is coming to PC. It's evil, betrayal. It's not betrayal. Sony has no loyalty towards you. This is directed to the PlayStation fanboys, Xbox fanboys. Look at me. Here, look at me. Here. Your piece of plastic, your company that you pray to every night, does not have loyalty towards you. They don't care if you buy 500 Xboxes or PlayStations. They don't care. All they care about is making that money and keeping their board of directors, who are the stockholders, happy. And if you don't understand that, you need to get out of gaming and just go play a paddleball, and the ball, the rope on it, and just play paddleball, and make that your new console, because you're not understanding business. Gaming is a multi-billion-dollar business. It didn't get that way because of caring about the fans. Nintendo cared about money, and we kids, me being 42 and all, we ate it up. Our parents had to deal with the fact that we didn't get a Nintendo for Christmas. We cried and screamed about because Johnny had one next door. Of course, my parents didn't care about that. They tell you just go get a job. But that's my parents. My parents were raised in the 40s, born in 40, raised in the 50s. So they they didn't care. So they didn't really give a crap about us having latest and greatest. But we did get a NES when we were kids. Now it's pretty cool. But my parents didn't run out and buy the latest trends. My parents were very conservative back in the time, and they still are to this day. Well, I want to talk to them. I can't talk to like once, twice a month. Talk to them. But they're very conservative. I try to keep up with the trend. I try to buy something that's relevant. My parents never did. So the Nintendo craze, they didn't understand it. But can you imagine if Nintendo put their games on PC? Of course, they won't, because it's Nintendo. But the same thing applies to today. Games are going to PC because there's a vast market of PC players. You go where the clientele is at. You don't go to Xbox and PlayStation land with only 40 million, 50 million players. We can go to PC where it's over 100, 200, 300 million players. At least. Let's say 200 million. A lot of games have, I think Counter-Strike still has like 1 million players consecutively playing the game. Counter-Strike, been out for like 20 plus years. Different variations, of course. But Counter-Strike is showing you what it can do. The game's been out for 20 years. Like I said, no different variations, of course. But it's been out for a long time, so it has a million players. Battlefield 2042 still has glitches to this day. But people are like 11,000, 20,000 people playing the game. And that's considered a high number of people playing the game. The game's been out for 3 years. That floundered day one. And Call of Duty lost over 400,000 players, but people are still playing it. The problem is, these people are going to PC because it's easier for them to get the most amount of money. They put it on a Steam sale. So Sony Pony guy bought it for $70. I buy it for $29.99, $95 plus tax, about $30. I saved $30 to $40 with all DLC, and Ghost of Tsushima is coming out with all DLC. Same with Forbidden West, all DLC included. Everything will be on the game or in the game. Even if I had to buy it individually, it'll still be cheaper buying on Steam sales than buying it on PlayStation or even Xbox, for this matter. Because it's just the way it is. And I've been saying this a long time. Console gaming is dying a very slow, painful death. Because they lost. Once Microsoft started putting everything on everything else, owning an Xbox has become second nature. Like a second language. Oh yeah, I have an Xbox, I have a gaming rig. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I have a PlayStation, I have a gaming rig. Okay. I have a Switch, I have a gaming rig. Okay, that's pretty cool. Because the Switch doesn't have everything on everything. So having a gaming rig and a Switch is more popular than having a gaming rig and a PlayStation or an Xbox, because you can play those on PC now. 10 years ago, you couldn't much on Sony's side, but Sony started waking up when Microsoft started bringing out extra greenbacks. That's when Sony's like, you know what? You know what we could do? We can maximize our sales by putting our games on Steam. When the Sony snowflakes are screaming in the air going, no, Sony's hearing a cash register go cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Cash money coming in. Because Sony owns all these studios. Why do you think Microsoft is trying to put everything on PC now? They know where the market is at. Xbox is not selling much for them. Sony PlayStation sales are slowing, dwindling down. People are waiting for the Pro or waiting for the PS6 to come out. And then you see uptick in sales again. Even the new Xbox, you might see uptick in sales. And still PC might go down a little bit, but not a lot. Their sales are already, I think, almost 67%. I know. I watched some YouTubers a couple weeks ago and also went online and found, I can't remember what it was. Tried to find it for this video, but I couldn't find it anymore. It's the website. It could have been PC World, could have been something that I don't know what it was. But I talked about how PC has increased almost 60-70%. Gamers. And consoles gone down almost 60%. And of course both of them. So let's say 30% both of them. That's still not a bad margin. So it's 60, 40, 50, 80, 90, 100. So you got like 60% sales. And I think what I read about was a lot of people are still buying their old keeping their old consoles and using them. So when the Xbox X Series 2 comes out, people will still be playing on the Xbox X Series, the original one. Same as PS5, PS6, PS4, PS5 Pro will be probably people playing on. And why is that? Because it's cheaper for them. Because console gamers are pretty cheap. Believe it or not, console gamers, are not the PC master race gamers. When I spent $1,700 on a gaming rig first got, and now I put $3,000 into it. That being said, though, why a PlayStation game coming to PC? It's just basic economics. It's simple. because PC is where it's at. I'll keep saying this until the day I die. PC gaming is always gonna be number one. I don't care what any Xbox, Game Boy, Xbox fanboy, Sony Pony says. The charts and graphs they bring out. The PlayStations and the Xbox are falling to their knees and bowing before the PC. The PC is where it's at. I know it's hard to understand. I know it's not cool to say. I get that. But I also get, too, that the PC master race, PC gamers, are loving what they're hearing. Ghost of Tsushima game been out for 5 years now it was? 4 years now? Finally coming to PC with all DLC and all ready to go. Now, would it be optimized? I hope it is. For Sony's sake. I hope the game is good. I hope Forbidden West has no bugs. I hope it works better than it worked on the PlayStation. Could we make it a game and bring it porting over to PC? The PC crowd is going to get a nice and fork ready. And they're going to carve it up. If it's wrong, they're going to take it and go spit it out, and they're going to throw it in the garbage can. I don't want this game. And they won't buy it. So, The Last of Us Part 1 was a wake-up call to Sony. They can't do crap ports anymore. So when Last of Us Part 2 finally gets announced for PC, and it will eventually probably, it's going to be immaculate. It's going to be better than the first one. Because it has to be. After this, after the games of what Microsoft released and Sony released, they have to have perfect brand games. They can't have bull-ass games that come out with nothing. They can't have games riddled with bugs and problems. They have to have games that are immaculate and ready to rock and roll. And I don't mean musically, I mean ready to just beat down. Because if they don't, the PC crowd is not going to let it go. I don't care how great they think. I don't care how awesome they think it is. If a game is not immaculate, ready to rock and roll, the PC crowd is not going to care. We can get burned by so many games, and we'll forgive and forget because PC has optimization issues. A lot of them do. Batman Arkham Knight was terrible. It took off for about a couple months. Then about a year later, it came back on, and I bought Arkham Knight. I haven't played it yet, but everybody's telling me it runs a lot better than it did day one. The game came out many years ago. So the constant saying that Sony has betrayed you is like saying that the car dealership, car salesman sells you a car at a good price, and turn around and sells the same car to a different person for the same price. He hasn't betrayed you. But the car dealership being PC, us, the complaint, we're getting the game cheaper. So hypothetically he's selling us the car cheaper than what you bought it. Oh, you betrayed us. No. This car's been out for many years. You bought it brand new. They're buying it new, but years later. See what I'm saying? Because, it's probably a bad analogy, but the point is, folks, you can hate Sony all you want. You can hate Microsoft all you want. You can burn your Xbox, PlayStation all you want. But Microsoft, Sony are not going to care. They're not your friend. They're not going to invite you to dinner, peace sign, camera, selfies. No. Who's this? Awesome to know some deranged fan who thinks we have loyalty with them. So I don't want to hear if anybody telling me how Sony has betrayed anybody. Sony is trying to make money to keep the company afloat. And Microsoft is trying to keep the Xbox somewhat relevant. So both of them putting games on PC to me, doesn't make any difference to me. Because I don't play both games and I don't care. I already got a PlayStation 4 controller. I thought about getting a PS5 controller to see how it feels. But I like to feel the PlayStation 4 controller because I had PS4 for a long time. So, I like to feel the PlayStation 4 controller. So I have no problem playing on PlayStation 4. That's why I bought a PS4 controller for my gaming rig. And a Bluetooth 8-bit do, or do we call it, thing. I did a review on that too as well down below on the side here. But that's what I'm saying, guys. It's not about doing wrong or right. It's about understanding what the people want. What people want is to play games and not have to buy a console or a piece of plastic to be shoved into their face and shoved into their house. That's why Microsoft put everything on PC. Because they get it now. Because they get it now. They get it up here. They realize we can sell more by giving it to PC players and putting some games on Nintendo Switch. And Sony will make more money because our Xbox fanboys are they're not buying 2 copies of everything. So we can sell 2 or 3 copies of this to 2 different platforms. And PC, why not? It's just these fanboys, Sony ponies, and Xbox fanboys have this notion that everything is brand loyalty. Screw your loyalty. That's what Sony and Microsoft just said to you. Said F your loyalty, or sell do whatever we damn well want to. If you don't like it, don't buy our consoles anymore. And they won't shed a tear if you don't, because they don't care. That's just being truthful, folks. That's being truthful. You can call it hatred, you can call it this, you can call it that, you can call it what you want to call it, I don't care. But what you can't call it is being self-centered. They're trying to keep business going for them. It's not about, guys, it's not about the dollar sign all the time. In this case it is. But it's also bringing good games to the masses. And if Sony is tapped dry, Sony's gonna go tap another well that is not dry, called the PC market. There's more PC gamers being born or coming on PC than they are going off PC. So, why am I, as a company, conglomerate, going to sell only my games to a small little teeny tiny little bit of people here called the Sony or Nintendo or Sony and Xbox ecosystem, where I can sell it to the masses of the PC market? It keeps growing and growing and growing. How can I turn that down? I can't. I can't turn it down. And they won't turn it down. And that's why you have companies like Insomniac and other games companies that are on PlayStation going to sell their game to PC with the blessing of Sony, obviously. Because it's easier for them to make money. So they recoup some of that money they spent. Spider-Man 2 costs a lot of money. So to get back that money then some, that ain't bad. On PC side. Now Spider-Man 2 has not been announced yet. It won't be probably for another year or 2. But once it comes out, you're going to see fanboys once again lose their minds again. But I believe that this is the best thing for Sony. And the Sony ponies need to accept it. Yes, you anchored yourself to a console. You locked yourself to a console and you're holding on to it. That's fine. But don't be mad when certain things of your console's being sold off to different areas. You're still getting the game first anyway. You're still getting Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man 2, or you're still getting Ghost of Tsushima, 2 when that comes out, you're still going to be getting all these great games first for about at least 2 years. So enjoy them, beat them, then move on to the next game. I think it's just people have no lives outside the walls of their Xboxes or PlayStations. This is why I think console gaming is dumb. This is my point of view, guys. Once again, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Thank you guys for your guys' time to watch my video. I'm uploading this video here in the next 30 minutes, so thank you guys. Peace out.